Hello everyone. Was just thinking about this because I'm driving. That's when my thoughts flow. Can we talk about how, and I'm waiting for the light. Can we talk about how like dudes really be in their feelings when a woman dumps them? Like no matter the age, like it's almost like no, even if they're young, they're old, whatever, they can't believe or they can't get over being dumped, and they get really angry about it for like years. And I just think it's funny because it's like, the older I get, I don't know, the less I care. And so, relationship comes along, cool. If it ends, cool. There's no animosity. There's no anger. It's done. Like, you learn from it, you move on. But men just don't seem to have that maturity thing. Like, they act like they're okay, but they're not okay. Does that make sense? Have you seen this? Because I know I've seen this. Like, they talk a big game like, oh, whatever, I'm over, or I'm not thinking about that person, or F them. But the bitterness comes through in the behavior, and they're still holding on to that hurt. Like, I think it's because, okay, I'm thinking this out as I'm talking. I think it's because women process their emotions because we've been told we're emotional, even though we're way less emotional than men. But we process, like we deal with the pain. We think about it, we go to therapy, whatever. We're like, we get through our pain. And men, because they're taught they're logical when they're not, they don't know how to deal with hurt feelings. Like those hurt feelings, they know how to be angry, but they don't know how to deal with pain. And so a lot of times that pain turns to anger. And I think it's because they're not processing that they're hurt. That's got to be it. Like, it's got to be it. Like, they're just not processing. Because it doesn't make sense to me that you, like a whole grown adult person, and pretty much everyone who's an adult has been through a breakup. So at the point where you're like over 40, you break up, you move on. I don't get like the obsession with being angry and hurling insults and talking about that person that's no longer with you. That person is irrelevant in your life. And so to put so much energy just tells me that men are not processing the pain. They're just mad because they got dumped. And instead of just going to therapy or, saying, oh, my feelings are hurt, and crying it out, do something, they're just trying to lash out at the last woman that dumped them. And then they take it out on other women too. That's the crazy part. Like, they're all angry about getting dumped, and then they are like lashing out at women and angry at women. And it's like, dude, that's life. Like, that is life. If you have relationships, chances are one of them's not going to work out. And you just get over it. You just get through it. Anyway, those were my thoughts. As always, tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And